Hey everybody, welcome back to my podcast Suchitra's Life, and you're listening to me, Suchitra. Well, first of all, let me apologize for not uploading any episodes, and even now, I don't think I'll be talking anything in particular in this episode, but I just wanted to let you all know that I'll be making more episodes in the coming days, hopefully. And I just wanted to begin this routine of talking and letting my thoughts out there. So I was just sitting, and all of a sudden, these random thoughts came to me. Like, recently, I have turned 30. So I was thinking about my life so far. The first decade of my life went in total, I think it went in total wondering about life. The questions like as to why I'm here, why everybody for that matter is here on this blue blob that we called our planet. I was questioning a lot of things, and was getting confused about why we treat people differently, the concept of social class. That's how my first decade on this planet went. And the second decade was a little tougher because that's when you are a teenager and you just want to rebel, and there are a lot of heartbreaks, regrets, or trying to be the center of attention. I guess the second decade went into that. Since I've turned 30, one thing I've realized is that time is slipping by, and this life feels like a Christopher Nolan's movie, and I don't understand Christopher Nolan's movies. And I think that's how it is with everybody. Like, nobody knows answers to most of the pressing questions. Most of the philosophical questions, nobody knows anything, is what I've come to understand. I sit and think about many things. I don't know. I guess in your 30s, you're way more practical. Do I say practical? I think you are kind of transitioning into a different phase wherein maybe you're not taking things to your heart that much. Like back in your first decade and second decade, you were kind of very sensitive, and now you're like not really giving a damn about what others are saying. Maybe I think the more you age, you understand that this invisible pressure that you feel, it's just, you don't have to really react to it. But living in a society, it does get difficult. So yeah, I was just thinking about all of these things randomly, and I've taken a break from the podcasts because there's quite a bit of things that were happening in my life, and I just realized, okay, I better be in a good frame of mind and do my podcast than push myself to do something just for the sake of it. And going forward, this is how I will be approaching my podcasting journey as well. I want to put out things that really add some value, and I do not want to put things just for the sake of it. And trust me, I would totally bring in episodes that would hopefully add value to all the listeners out there. And I think from time to time we do need to reflect on our lives, and time is slipping by. Sometimes, though my body is aging, my mind is still at the same stage. I still get excited about little things. I still am very much like the child when I was, back in school, and I had a lot of dreams. The dreams that would keep changing to to accommodate the reality. I think, I still have that child in me, and I guess it will be with us no matter how old we get. I think we need to just cherish and nurture. And to cherish and nurture that inner child, sometimes I let myself do something really silly, stupid, or whatever. I try to doodle, I try to dance, and lately I've been watching quite a bit of anime. I am not like, previously I wasn't that much into anime, but I don't know when and how, like one of my friends who's very close to me, they took me to a film called Suzume, and I guess I remember watching Pokemon and Cardcaptor Sakura when I was in school, but after a while, I outgrew all of those things, and I didn't even know that those cartoons are called anime back then. But once I watched Suzume, I realized, oh my god, this is actually good, and I started exploring anime. And currently I'm totally loving Spy Family and Ron Komanashi's Forbidden Deductions, and I watched again a series called Romantic Killer. I think animes are, I know there are like hardcore anime fans out there, and I won't be able to match up with their expertise in this area because I'm just a newbie who's trying to watch. But I think animes, I'm awestruck as to how did they even come up with a story like this. For example, there's an anime that I watched called Kotaro Lives Alone. They've dealt with child abuse and child neglect in a beautiful story. I was able to connect, I was able to relate, and I was like, oh my god, like how did they even think about this? The story, the character development, plot, whatnot. So yeah, I've taken that small break and I was again exploring stuff, watching anime, trying to watch films. I'm not really a movie watcher, but I've realized that storytelling is storytelling at the end of the day, and I'll get to learn a lot. So I was watching a film today called Unkahi Kahaniyan. It's really nice. Like the performances were really nice. So yeah, I think this is what was happening with me in my life. It's just like a small quick update to let you all know that I'm here, and thank you for subscribing to my podcast channel and listening to whatever I'm babbling. I hope you have an amazing Diwali, an amazing weekend, and I'll make sure I keep putting out episodes that'll add some value or bring some peace. And until next time, you all take care. It's been lovely talking again in my podcast channel. Bye-bye.